Love you, nobody do me like you.
Oh, that video just melted my heart in like 1,000 ways. But guys, this is a story that you want to know more about. And with me on the couch this morning, we have actor and director BAAJ EDEBULE, who recently had his directorial debut making the film Come With Me. And of course, the film has been accepted by the African International Film Festival. And he's here to tell us more. Of course, with him, who also starred in the movie, is Ayolola. Ayola. You are welcome. It's so great to have you guys with me on the couch because, hey, let me control myself, yeah. But hey, BAAJ, whoever thought, right?
Yeah.
Whoever thought?
It was hard to believe when I got the email.
Okay.
Actually, when I first got the email, I didn't even tell anyone else. I didn't want to, I was like, nah, I'm not believing yet. Then I got another email. Then I now got a phone call. After the phone call that I heard their voice. I'm like, okay, now
yeah,
I believe.
this is legit,
yeah,
right?
It's legit now, yeah.
Why did you decide to go into production and directing?
Actually, filmmaking was the primary goal.
Okay.
Actually, I was never even going to act in the first place. It was my uncle that was like, why don't you act and learn the ropes, then you start making a film. And then acting took off. So filmmaking was actually the one I was more focused on. I still remember very, very early on in my career, before I even started doing a lot of films, I did a short film that ended up going for Zaffa Awards and even won Best Short Film in Africa at the time. So I was very focused on filmmaking as opposed to acting. Acting just happened to blow up more. So like, oh, this one is paying. Where?
Wow, beautiful. And then, Come With Me. I'll just let Ayola take this one because he also starred alongside you in the film. What was it about the script that got your attention, that said, oh, you know what, I want to be a part of this project?
First of all, my guy.
Of course.
Yeah, when he reached out, to be honest, I didn't even care about the story until I, of course, read it and I got even more interested. The fact that my friend and my brother is doing something and I just wanted to support whatever. If he wanted me to lift the cameras or lift the lights and just do something on set, I would do it.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, and I'm very proud of him. And but then the story is it highlights the insecurities of the country and how we all need to be vigilant. It takes. I was just having a conversation about this behind the camera. It takes a whole community for us to feel safe. Isolation doesn't help at all. So wherever you are, just make sure that you have a community that you trust, some set of people that you can call on whatever time of day it is and whatever issues come up. Because insecurity is becoming a very, very serious matter here.
It is. Now let's talk about from the conceptualization of the story, to the development and all of that. What was it for you that, that drew you in? The story itself. How did you come up with the concept? How did you say, oh, okay, this is what I want to do? Talk us through the process.
Actually came from having different ideas coming together.
Okay.
At first, it started with seeing how terrible the kidnapping situation was getting, and I wanted to touch on that. So I started focusing on making a film about that, but I put that on one side. And then I was watching an old Nigerian film, not too old, and the bad guy had tattoos, had dreadlocks. I like, most of the people that I know that look like this are very nice people. Like the real evil guys look pretty much like average citizens. And I think I need to make a film to tell people that the people you should be looking out for are not the guys with the tattoos and the dreadlocks. It's that everyday person walking by you on the street that could be the villain. So different pillars of ideas started forming in my head, and then it just kind of grew into a full story. And then I wrote a treatment, and I called my friend, Michael Osuji. He's a brilliant writer. And I told him what I wanted to do. I was like, okay, let's have a meeting. And we had multiple meetings, multiple conversations. And after like 3-4 months and like 7 drafts, we finally had the script.
7 months?
No. 3-4 months, but 7 drafts. Yeah.
Oh, okay, 3-4 months.
It's a lot of argument.
Well,
we finally arrived at the story that we built. I get, okay, yes, we have a story. Now we can start working on it.
Okay. Now, this has been accepted by AFRIF.
Yes.
And earlier when I was asking you, what does the AFRIF do for the filmmaker here in Nigeria? So we know it's an international festival where a lot of movies are being screened and, premiered to watch and for people to basically give verdicts on, and then also for international investors to invest in. What does it really do for the filmmaker here in Nigeria?
One of the major things, especially a filmmaker, and especially in Nigeria, the problem you're always going to have is getting the chance to show your work. Because it doesn't matter what you shoot. If no one has seen it, you've not really made anything. And that's one of the primary things that FRIF does. It literally takes your work that you made here and pretty much ships it worldwide and makes it available to everyone to see. And it's one of the most important things to a filmmaker. Because the combination of that with also getting access to potential buyers or investors that could want to acquire your film is too important to a Nigerian filmmaker. So having a platform that is international and does that is like priceless. So it's a big honor.
Okay, so I know that there are certain characters or certain roles that really gets to one even after you have played it, right? Talk to me about this one.
Yeah, this character is, without trying to give so much.
Yeah, I was like, how are you going to do it?
Yeah, it is tough to talk about the character without giving anything away. But I'd say that this is one of those characters that you don't want. You don't want it to. Oh, okay. Well, you don't want it to stick.
Okay.
With you. Yeah. So I would say, generally speaking, it depends on how an actor approaches the character. Sometimes it's you need to be careful so that it doesn't seep into your life. But if you ask around and if you watch the film, you will understand what I'm talking about. But generally speaking, I absolutely enjoyed playing the character. And because I did understand the gravity of that, I decided, you know what, I'm going to approach it differently. So after that, I consciously shed off that character after every scene, after every shoot, so that it doesn't affect you afterwards. I mean, this is great work. Thank you so much, BAAJ, for doing this.
Thank you for
I can't wait to see Come With Me.
Yeah.
And so this is going to be premiering where tomorrow?
It's premiering tomorrow at FRIF on Landmark Film House Cinema at 4:50 p.m. prompt.
4:50
so
p.m.
you get at 4:30 so you can get a good seat.
Okay.
And I'm
Do we
very
get
sure you have a
popcorns
great
and
time.
drinks?
Yeah, of course. You get
And maybe
popcorn and
a
drinks.
cup of ice cream to go?
I don't know.
We don't know about the ice cream part, but yeah.
Just kidding. All right, so we'll look forward to that then.
Thank
All
you,
the
thank
best. All the best to you
Thank you.
guys. All
Thank
the
you so
best.
much.